up, y'all? It's D. I'm about to react to this video by Triple OC. It's titled Female Rap's Biggest Flops of 2025. Not them having Doja in the thumbnail. I thought Doja had a good year, no? That's what I assumed, that, you know, she was selling well. Actually, there were people arguing in my comments on Patreon about how she was flopping or something like that, child. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what happened with these ladies, though. Let's watch.
Female rap had a lot going on this year.
Really?
Surprise drops, messy rebrands, loud beefs, listen, the whole nine. But while some artists had their moment, others missed the mark, leaving audiences feeling like they completely flopped. And you know we gotta talk about it. But first, welcome to the channel. Hey, hi, what's that with it? I'm C, and I do rap and pop culture commentary. So if you're into that, subscribe and hit the like button. Now, if you ask,
did Saweetie have a flop year, or did she have a non-existent year? She didn't drop nothing this year, right? So, I mean, can you consider that a flop if she's just not even visible?
Me, a lot of the releases, rebrands, and internet narratives that we had in female rap this year weren't exactly career-ending flops, but instead moments that were supposed to hit with the fans and they didn't. Like Young Miami losing her song to Tyla before it could even
she ain't lose shit.
Or JT going viral for all the wrong reasons after a few shaky live performances, and of course Nicki trending for serving us MAGA Barbie political realness. Because during a year where attention was moving fast, even one misstep could have changed your image. And if anyone is quick to switch up eras and pop out with a new sound, it's Doja Cat. But sometimes the switch up doesn't land the way that she thinks it will. After Scarlet, where she was in her I'm a real rapper, respect my pen era, with a little bit of R&B edge, she completely pivoted and went full 80s pop dance with V. It's a little dance, it's a little pop, it's Jack Antonoff's production, for crying out loud. Of course, he's making all the pop girls sound the same, when he isn't doing his thing on Kendrick's GNX, that is. Now, some fans loved V. They said it was mature, polished, and very intentional. Others felt like it was monotone, low energy, and missing the spark that made Doja feel mysterious and even a little dangerous before. And once fans start nitpicking album covers, tour openers, and costume changes, you already know that the vibes are getting kind of shaky. When she wasn't defending her artistry and clapping back at fans, she was linking up with them, right? Even the smelly ones, while still managing to look gorgeous. I mean, that makeup advertisement themed music video with her mom and the supermodels, that was a chef's kiss for me. But musically, Jealous Type and other singles simply...
Her mama looked like, what's that lady? The one who played Cruella de Vil in the movie? That's who she looked like. What's her name?
Stick. The numbers weren't numbering, and she found herself trolling while looking for streams under the couch. It really makes you think, if the artist truly doesn't care about the album sales, does the concept of a flop even matter? But at least Doja commits to her chaos, which is more than we could say for someone who's been promising a debut album for nearly a decade. Listen, Saweetie has been giving fans broken promises for most of her rap career. Every other year it's new era loading, I'm back. And everyone is wondering, girl, where? She'll drop a few singles, shoot some glossy music videos, do some brand deals, and then disappear back into Instagram baddie mode. This year, though, instead of a true comeback moment, she got hit with escort rumors, messy PR about allegedly owing some former manager some money on, which she will be taking legal action over. And musically, oh, just a whole bunch of nothing. A few features, the Hella Pressure EP that barely made any noise, and the failed TikTok anthem, both of them, that all came in wins.
Yes, I forgot. I reacted to that, actually. I forgot about it, girl.
Every time she tried to focus the attention on music, it always felt like something weird overshadowed it.
Both of them.
Then you got the comments she made about Pretty Punishment, joking that going almost a decade without an album is kind of iconic, and Sukiyana entering the chat using Saweetie as an example of rap girls allegedly selling coochie. Like, listen, it's always something. She's always going viral for all the wrong reasons. And the thing is, she can make things like this a moment. She just never follows it up with a song or a song that hits, right? We don't need 1,000 photo shoots. We need a one-hit record. Give us a new My Type with modern energy. Just one catchy hook that takes over TikTok and leads us to that debut album. Something sticky enough to justify all this buildup. Because when the confidence feels shaky with the girls, it starts to show. And speaking of shaky momentum, now let's talk about Ice Spice and Latto, because 2025 really tried to convince us that they were the dynamic duo in female rap. They squashed their beef publicly, gave us the viral yacht moment, broke the internet, and everyone's expectations were high.
They ain't break shit. I mean, I guess if you want to talk about some viral twerking, but that's not really breaking the internet.
It's perfect. Female unity, Bronx meets Atlanta.
Icy Spicy on the come up though. I reacted to Tutti. I like that song, spoiler alert. I've been listening to that. Latto, she ain't been doing shit lately. She too busy up under her man.
Very when two baddies link up energy.
The girls
were excited and so were the guys for different reasons. But when the song dropped, it didn't hit the way that people thought it would. The moment was way bigger than the music. Some felt like the verses didn't hit. It became obvious from the music video that Ice was barely rapping the song. And overall, it felt like they weren't linking up in the name of unity or actually squashing their personal beef. But because they both needed something to spice up their careers this year and keep the momentum going.
I was about to lie and say this shit heat is not heat. I had to stop myself like, wait, don't lie. I wouldn't say it's heat, but I like it for her. It's a new sound. And yeah, she doing something. Right? Better than what the other girls are doing.
For many,
not all of them obviously, but some of them.
Hitting Billboard's bubbling under 100 was a humbling moment for the girls. Neither one of them turned this viral moment into a dominant hit.
I'm tiny, call me Tutti. I do like the other girl though. Her verse is my favorite. Whoever that other Spanish girl is, or Dominican, I don't know shit.
And I really feel like that's the theme for a lot of 2025. You're winning the timeline, you're winning social media, but you are losing when it comes to the charts. Which brings us to an artist who's been living in the headlines, but not always for the music. And I hate that for her. Because Coi Leray had a chaotic year, and that's putting it nicely. After label issues and struggling to release music consistently, her name stayed buzzing, but mostly for personal reasons. Rekindling things with Sexyy Red, getting pregnant, exposing him for cheating, and then bringing a bundle of joy in the world, and then popping out with Justin LaBoy.
I feel like they forcing this on me. Like, I don't know why it's been popping up on my homepage. I don't even be keeping up with the Shade Room like that. I'll check every once in a blue moon to see what new things are happening. Like, do I need to react to some crazy shit? But I don't even keep up with their page. But every now and then I will see them pop up like kissing PDA, and I'm like, why? Why am I seeing this exactly?
This feels like PR that was brainstormed somewhere in somebody's group chat.
Thank you.
But dare I say, it might just be working for both of them. Now, to be fair, Coi did have a bright spot with Act Like You Know. That song was fun, catchy, TikTok ready. That was just classic Coi Leray. And songs like Pink Money and Lick Back also had small moments too. What Happened to Forever felt like her own love letter to U4. It was very vulnerable and personal, reflective, and I wouldn't mind her leaning more into that vulnerable side, or overall showing more of her versatility to prove that she's more than just a viral TikTok artist. But instead of locking in on that momentum, she got distracted by life changes, messy headlines, and industry optics. Please don't show me this again. Coi isn't a total flop. I just feel like she's constantly orbiting the music instead of really grounding herself in it. But hey, maybe that's what works best for her. At least she isn't oversaturating herself, because when artists completely lose focus or feel like they're about to flop, that oversaturation can creep in real fast. These past few years have been giving sexy oversaturation red, and 2025 was no different. Sexy has single-handedly gone from being the feature that could turn any song up to someone whose ratchet charm has started to wear off. In 2024, everything she touched felt exciting, but this year, the collabs felt forced, the antics felt expected, and her shock factor started to lose its...
The last time I heard from her is when I reacted to her on Patreon, and I vowed to never listen to her again. I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to watch no music video. I don't want to hear no song. I'm over it.
Power. No, we do not need Sexyy Red on a Justin Bieber record. Or Forbats, or Central C, Snoop Dogg, or Tommy Richmond. Like, is everyone cool?
Right,
do y'all think a Sexyy Red feature can save you in 2025 and beyond? Or is her label pushing for her to be on everything all at once to stay relevant? At one point, people were calling her Glorilla's replacements, and that narrative alone, I feel like, put an unrealistic pressure on her. Instead of evolving, it felt like she leaned harder into what already worked until it didn't. But then again, how far can you really go with a Sexyy Red? I mean, it would have to be a total rebrand. Listen, Sexyy isn't done. I feel like her stereotypical image and personality is just what the labels want to milk for a couple of more years, but the oversaturation caught up quick, and her audience is kind of tapping out. There are so many other young turn artists out there. So when it came to this year, you can see that some of the girls chased being viral, others were leaning way too hard into the aesthetic, and some of them let the mess overshadow the music. But one thing for sure, 2025 exposed how hard it is to turn attention into impact. But what do you think?
Wow, I agree with a lot of this. Very well said, especially that last point she made about how some artists, focus way too much on the aesthetic versus the art and the music, and then she showed Doja. That is how I felt for sure with this last project. She was too worried about this 80s aesthetic and focusing on the creativity and the art associated with that, instead of the music itself, girl, because I feel like that came and went, even people who really love the album, it's like there's no traces of it anywhere. And I guess it flopped, compared to her other, albums. And I'm putting that in quotes because I think 60,000 first week, is that a flop? Like, I don't know. I think that's pretty good today because a lot of artists aren't selling, like that anymore. But this was a flop year for female rappers. Well, 2025. So maybe 2026 will be better. Who knows? We shall see. We shall see. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.